22nd UN Climate Change Conference, known better as COP22, comes to an end this Friday. Diplomats and activists are beefing out the details and negotiating the rules of the hard-fought Paris climate deal to cut carbon emissions. That summit's taking place in the Moroccan city of Marrakech, which has become a model for everything eco-friendly and green in recent months, with solar parks, wind turbines and green landfill sites all cropping up. Our correspondents have sent this, today's Focus report.
The Asuna Mosque stands at the heart of Rabat as an example of the country's new focus on green energy. After all its lights were replaced with LEDs, the mosque has been energy efficient for 2 years now. Hassan Harak leads the Green Mosque initiative.
There are Quranic verses that say we have to avoid wasting water, energy and other things. The imams are going to preach it to all the believers who represent more than 30 million people. They are going to preach to them about reducing energy consumption in Morocco. They will show them that the mosques are going to become green and that they should do it at home as well.
Up on the roof, water heaters and photovoltaic panels have helped to reduce the mosque's energy use by more than half. This energy-saving initiative is due to spread to around 15,000 other mosques in the country. Meanwhile, at the edge of the desert, solar energy is being harnessed on a grand scale. The Noor plant is on track to become the biggest thermosolar installation in the world. The large amounts of power generated here could supply European energy needs.
It's among our objectives. Everywhere we're making plants like this. The links with Europe mean that they can be used to export energy to Europe. But there are a number of agreements and a number of actions which have to be taken before it can happen.
The mountainous region of Tangiers lies further north. Here, Morocco has been diversifying its renewable energy resources in order to become a leader on the African continent. This wind farm has already been running for 5 years. The teams at the site have become experts of this advanced technology.
We can go into the menu of each turbine. For example, here we can see that turbine 45 is turning and working. Here we have instant access to all the turbine information, and it works automatically.
Details like speed sensors that read the direction of the wind make it very expensive equipment. Huge investments have been put into ensuring it can provide 50% of Morocco's green energy by 2030. One of its leading donors says that Morocco is a pioneer on the continent.
The challenge of energy in Africa is always there, regardless of the energy sources available to us. This is therefore a bet on the future that Morocco has made in investing in mobilizing its own resources, in mobilizing its exterior resources. What that means is that you have a developing country which is setting an example for the world.
However, Morocco still has some way to go in terms of civil awareness, which could be put down to a lack of environmental education around waste. To change people's behavior, this organization attempts to inform them on the importance of looking after the environment in the fight against climate change.
It's kind of the role we want to have. We want to popularize information which can be sometimes quite complex and scientific and make it accessible for all Moroccans.
For the COP22 Environmental Summit, the association made videos using the local dialect to explain in simple terms what greenhouse gases do and the importance of reducing reliance on fossil fuels. Issues that are well understood here in Meknes in this pilot scheme, which operates an innovative waste recovery system.
Thanks to this procedure, not only does the landfill site have no impact on the environment with all the rubbish juice collected, but we also get usable water for irrigation from it.
There's a waste crisis in various countries. Through this example, through the COP22, they can see solutions exist. From the moment there's a real political will to resolve the problem, groups like Suez can help.
As well as aiming to reduce carbon dioxide emissions, this sorting centre at Umaza near Rabat has taken part in a programme integrating the local poor. For these men and women, it means an end to unhealthy work like going through rubbish tips to find plastic and metal boxes in order to sell.
It's better than working illegally on the rubbish tips. Before, we were working mostly during the night from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Here at least the working hours are fixed. We work 6 hours and then we can go home. We used to be exposed to the sun, to rain, to all the weather conditions. But now here we work in good conditions.
As a developing country, Morocco aims to use the fight against climate change as a key factor in its efforts to modernise. Its first challenge is to give its citizens a green conscience.